Good morning, guys. What's up? Hope you're doing well. Up here at the gym, getting ready for our equipment checkout for the day, another week, and wanted to just spend some time talking to you guys a little bit about nutrition coaching, what it is, and kind of give you guys just a little bit more info on something that we have started and we've been doing for now, I guess, close to 6 months. When we started this, guys, we've gotten to work with people from corporate accounts, which I'm going to talk to you guys about on Wednesday, and kind of open you up and at least give you some awareness of what's going on and what our gym is doing, and through this nutrition program, how we're able to reach out to lots of different people, even outside of our circle of influence at our gym and our membership, but outside into the business world. And so today we're going to talk about nutrition coaching in general. And again, this is something that we talk about a lot. It's something we want people to be aware of, and a lot of times people just don't know. So I want to give you guys just a couple minutes real briefly on nutrition coaching. This may be something that you are interested in. It may be something that someone you know is interested in. But I want you to just be aware of what it is and how you can maybe bring this to somebody who you care about, or even for yourself. So anyway, the first thing that I want to talk about with this is understanding that nutrition coaching, and help you guys understand, for nutrition coaching, for us, we see it as a 12-month investment in learning. It's not just kind of like this real intensive diet that I'm going to hit really hard and I'm going to pay someone to give me this template and I'm just going to have to suck it up and eat food that I don't want to for 12 months, right? What we want our program to be, and what we've seen our program to be, the most beneficial thing is that it's teaching, and it's something where our clients are able to learn. They're able to learn something that's not dependent on their motivation. They're able to learn a couple things specifically that we've seen. One is they're able to learn what their true goals are. It's really easy for us to have a goal in like a temporary season, where maybe it's springtime and you're looking forward to a summer trip, and so you have this kind of short-term goal, but maybe in October you're not thinking about the beach and the beach body that you want. And so it is a long-term plan. It's something that you're going to learn about. What is my true, like, 12 months long through the multiple seasons. You're going to be able to learn and know yourself in a deeper way when it comes to sustaining your plan through the emotional ups and downs of a full year and all the seasons. You're going to learn about food. You're going to learn about some things. What are the non-negotiables for you that you want to be able to enjoy, and how can we fit a plan around that, as opposed to trying to fit yourself into this diet or plan that isn't built around you. It's built around someone else. And so what we want to do is understand that this is a program that is designed specifically for you, and it's about you and the coach learning and molding a diet, something that's going to be sustainable, that allows you to have the things that you want to enjoy about your life and about food, the things that you can and can't live without. And then above and beyond that, understanding what are the things that I don't really care about, but I constantly am bringing into my body that are potentially keeping me from my goals. And so we're trying to learn about the things that sometimes there may be something that you just really don't enjoy that much, but you're just doing it out of a habit, and you don't realize that could be the thing that's keeping you from your progress. And so as through the year and as we go along, you and I specifically will be able to look at what are my non-negotiables, and then what are the things that I really don't need that I thought maybe were helpful for me but are actually keeping me from being in or reaching my goals. We're also going to learn about your environment. So one of the cool things about nutrition coaching, one of my favorite things, is people are able to recognize and start to see, and we've posted a lot about this on social media recently. I just did a talk a couple weeks ago on this, but how important my environment is for me being able to reach my goals. For a lot of us, we don't realize the impact that the people around us and the things that we put around us actually have, and the pull that they have in maybe a direction that we don't want to go. And so for us, it's trying to recognize what are the environmental factors around me, and how can I begin to change the environmental factors that are pulling me in a different direction, so now I all of a sudden don't have these pulls and these negative influences around me. It could be as simple as changing the habits that you have with the grocery store and not bringing things into your circle that are potentially just constantly draining you and pulling you in a certain direction. How can I start to to start to eliminate those factors? How can I start to build relationships with people around me and engage people around me so that they're aware of my goals? So all of a sudden now I've got a support system around me that sets me up for success, like we always say, so that the bad choices, the bad foods, the bad things for us personally are harder, and the easy choices, the things we know we need to do, are the easy choices. We talk about this a lot. Our environment is so important for us, and the more you can learn about you and your specific environment individually between you and the coach, the more you're going to be able to set yourself up for easy choices that are the good choices, instead of making the good choices the ones that you've got to go out of your way to choose, because ultimately through a 12-month cycle, through all the seasons, it's going to be really hard to just be motivated internally by yourself. A lot of times you just need the support structure around you in the environment. So through every season, that's why we do a 12-month. It's a 12-month learning process, because in the summertime, when you're really pumped up about having the body that you can go out and jog through the neighborhood or whatever it is, you're going to be able to engage what does my nutrition look like during the early months of the year when it's cold and Christmas is over, and I'm just wanting it to warm up and I'm just ready to get outside. Then what does it look like in the spring? What does it look like in the summer around vacations? How do I engage nutrition in a healthy way around my vacations? And then it gets to the fall and we've got all these activities and sports and things kick up, and how do I engage nutrition when my kids are running around playing 3 different sports? All of those seasons, that 12-month learning progress or cycle, is going to help teach you how to eat for the rest of your life. And so that's what we're trying to equip you to do. The next thing is for us, picking and choosing a diet and a nutritional plan that is going to be individual to you, but it's also going to be inclusive of those around you. How can you influence those around you, and how can you not have to constantly be, sticking out like a sore thumb when it comes to trying to eat around a social group of people? We're social people. It's so important for us. We love that about our fitness, and we want to do the same with food. We're going to choose, and we're going to slowly learn over 12 months. We're going to learn how to find a nutritional plan that is going to allow you to be normal around your family and around your friends, and not be the Tupperware at the birthday party person, right? So we're trying to choose a plan and trying to pick a nutritional some guidelines for you individually that value the things that you value, but also are inclusive to those around you. It's mostly for our program, that's why we don't do these fad diets and these things that are so exclusive to the people around you, is because the reality and sustainability of that is just not there. And so we want to eat the way that we want your friends and those that you love and the people around you. We want to eat the same way that they eat, and the way that we know is healthy for them. And so that's why we don't try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to foods that you're allowed to eat and doing these crazy diets. We want to just eat real food. We'd want to eat not too much. We want to support your goals. We want to support exercise. And we also want you to be able to be normal and live a normal life. So that's one thing that's really important when it comes to a nutrition plan. We're also going to learn through these 12 months, what is nutrition coaching? We're going to learn how to face adversity when it comes to your food. Perfection isn't the goal for us, right? There's never going to be a diet that you're going to be able to, it's just going to create more and more stress than you had beforehand. We don't want something that's healthy that we know is going to be geared towards your goals, your overall health, your lifetime health. We don't want those associations to be negative with the stressful feeling that a lot of times we get when it comes to food. So we're going to learn how to face adversity through a 12-month, through all the seasons, and we're going to learn how to engage nutrition through every up and down that comes in the course of an average year for you. Some of my clients, I've had clients, speaking of with COVID-19, with what's going on right now, I had a client who started 2 months ago, and we started when this first was happening. And she almost called and said, during our next meeting, she said, I almost quit, and said, this is the worst time to start a new nutrition plan, a new focus on nutrition. And I said, that's the exact opposite. This is the perfect time. When everything's up in the air and it's chaos and it's abnormal, this is the perfect time, because if you're equipped to learn, how can I take the stress away from my eating? How can I focus on my nutrition during the midst of this insane chaos? All of a sudden, then when things start to get back to your normal, or whatever your normal routine is, it's going to be even that much easier for you to stick with the things that you value and the goals you have with regards to your nutrition. So whether it's a pregnancy, or whether it's an injury or all these things that maybe don't seem like the ideal time to work on your nutrition, that's actually the perfect time, because it's going to build confidence whenever things do get back to your normal, which a lot of times, let's be honest, there's really not many seasons of the year where we have a full year that's normal. There's always going to be something we didn't plan for, or even if we did plan for that's just a little bit unusual. Those are the perfect times to focus on your nutrition. So that's one of the things we do with the coach, is allow you to give you some leeway to learn how to go through your adversity, how to engage nutrition when you gain 5 pounds accidentally, or you do something and you're not able to stick with it. How can we engage that and get focused again and learn through adversity? The last thing I'll talk about just is logistically with nutrition coaching. What we do, we talk every month. We do a FaceTime call, so it'd be kind of like this, and we would meet from wherever you are so you don't ever miss a meeting. Once a month, we'll do a 30 to 40 minute FaceTime call. We'll set our plan. We'll talk about what we struggled with during the last month. We'll set a plan and track a course for the next month, and then we'll set up weekly check-ins all through that month that'll allow you to be able to engage and have some feedback from me or one of our coaches on what's the best way to go forward, whether you are able to stick with your plan or whether you need to change it in the middle of the month. So it's not just 4 weeks, go for it. You're able to get check-ins every single week to stay focused and to make sure you're still continuing with the plan, so that as we grow through the 12 months, every month we progress. We start slow and we only build whenever we're building on a solid foundation. So we don't want to just overload with all these great habits and things that are brand new to you. We want to start easy, start slow, because it is a 12-month progress. So, like I said, this is, Jill, it's the perfect time. It really is. If you can do things now during the hectic and the crazy and the abnormal, then you're going to be set up for even more success whenever things do get back to what you're maybe used to or your normal routine. So that's a little bit about what nutrition coaching is. We want to make sure that you and your loved ones and the people around you who know that they maybe need this understand it is a big financial investment. It's a long investment, but that's the point, is that we don't want something that's going to be just short-lived and it's going to be reliant on emotion and just this kind of the waves of feeling really motivated and then down and really motivated. We want something, it's not going to be as sexy, but it's going to be a long-term, steady learning and growing so that you know how to eat for the rest of your life. It's a 12-month investment in the rest of your life. So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Guys, share this with someone that you know maybe could use some help, or maybe has some questions about nutrition, even if they're not interested in getting started. If they just have some questions about it, share it with them. It's a fun journey to be on. I love it's one of my favorite parts of my job, is to be able to help people, because food's so important. We love food. Food's amazing. It brings relationships, it brings family together, but we don't want it to be the one thing that we're just guessing on and it's bringing in more stress than we need to. So anyway, hope this is helpful for you guys. Hope you're doing well. Holler at us if you have any questions about nutrition coaching. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about corporate nutrition coaching and how we bring this program into a quarterly meeting time and session for your employees, and how you as an organization can invest, potentially as an owner or manager, how you can invest in your employees and provide this coaching for them so that they become a more efficient and a better employee, and for them and their families to go and invest in their families and to branch out into hopefully bringing some healthy lifestyle and healthy habits into their homes. So anyway, guys, hope this is helpful. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.